Hello and welcome back to my channel. Some more 17. We've got two new songs here, which I thought was their comeback 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I just missed it. I'll get to that one, but maybe it was a pre-release. We've got Super to start out with, and then we're gonna get out to their new release, which they released yesterday. And I was joking. I was like looking at this album. I was like FML. I was like, what is it called? Fuck My Life. Yeah, it's called exactly that. Apparently, maybe they skirt around, do some wordplay in ways of not actually saying it in the song. You know, it's K-pop and all that, but we'll see. Man, we did our whole big long 17 journey, and then we fell off the damn wagon. It's a shame. And then I checked them out over on Game Caterers doing the whole like Hybe Family Field Day thing, and I'm like, oh, I love these members. They're so great in variety. Like, how have we fallen off this wagon? It's too bad. Although I think they might have done some new Game Caterer stuff with just them very recently. I'm not too sure if that's true or not, but I've been seeing some stuff pop up on YouTube. Let me know. Let's get to it. 17, we're going to start off with Super and then get into Fuck My Life. Let's go. Whoa, holy shit. This set is insane. Oh my god. Oh, on his tone. Gotta put a Mingyu Arms front and center. This feels very Latin. Oh my god. Their performances, unmatched. Oh, that's gross. Oh my god! He is popping off! Is that Hoshi? Ah, there's the dude! Oh! This is like the sickest performance video ever! Oh my god! That drop! Their choreography, what? Oh man! He is styling on him! Look at his outfit! Oh, Fernan. I mean, the 8 works for those kind of looks. The scope. Whoa. Oh, the eye contact that he kept. This song is like the epitome of anti-drop. It's so hard, but the beat isn't aggressive. Oh, I have so much to say. Oh, these little movements. We have a whole mix of things here. Holy shit, was that one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time. Okay. So, like, visually, aesthetically, it feels like very traditional with kind of like almost like a martial art feel as well. Musically, it felt kind of like Latin inspired in some ways, but then the scope of this feels very, and stick with me here, it feels very like Bollywood to me. So where it feels like an ending song of like a Bollywood film. Everyone's coming to dance, villains and whatnot included, and the scope is just so grand. It's fun, it's explosive, it's impressive. This is really fucking cool, is basically what I'm trying to say. Let's watch this again. I mean, I think they do two different types of things, but I'd say that like in terms of performing groups, I think you have like 17 and you have ATEEZ up there for me at the absolute top. Like, I think that they perform very differently from each other, but they are so goddamn like passionate and just absolutely excel at what they do. They're some of the best, and now it pains me so much that I didn't actually get to see 17, even though I had a ticket to see them. That sucks, but let's go. This look is so cool. I mean, I don't know what of this is like CG and what is not necessarily, but it just all works. God, just the sea like an army. Woozy with such a sick intro. Oh, the lighting too in the windows. This is the part that feels super Latin to me. Oh, I barely recognized or noticed my boy throughout this. I thought Dino was Hoshi. Oh, and this is where I get the Bollywood vibe. Oh my god, the lighting! His verses always fuck. I love. Really dig these like extensions that he's got on too. There's so much confidence in this performance. It feels like one big flex. Shout out to all these other dancers too. That drop is so cool. They're all leaning back. It's a really cool wave effect. Oh. What a sick introduction for him. Oh, and he's got like that sick like finger jewel. I think out of anyone in this group for this aesthetic, it suits him the best. Oh, Vernon's popping. And the way the bodies gyrate like around this square really feels like they're drumming. All right, that's all sensuality there. Holy shit. terms of grand execution and mixing in some kind of traditional elements, something about the vibe of this, like, nobody get upset about the, like, come on. Some of it is giving me a little bit of like certain BTS vibes in certain things, like their on performances and stuff like that. But that's mostly talking about the scope, really. Man, this kind of like quality is like all 17. It's nuts. Like, I look at this 54 million in 2 weeks and I'm like, that's not enough. That's not enough. So that was a pre-release, I guess. Holy shit, for a pre-release, man. That's crazy. Let's move on to the next one. This is Fuck My Life. Fuck My Life after watching that, because that was wild. Let's go. My nose is running from that. Oh, yes. Feel that ultra wide, widescreen. We love it. Are they saying something else there, or... Oh. Way more cinematic.
웃어버리자 이렇게 되도 않는 위로를 해봐도 집에 돌아가는 길에 울고 싶어 계속 사라져가는 내 모습을 다시 찾고만 싶을 뿐 어릴 때마다 영화에 나오는 주인공이 왜 내가 될 수 없는지 내 마음은 아주 고민해 넌 봐 하루만
I'm liking these lyrics.
And I'm better 먹을 세상 나만 혼자 바보 됐어 갈게 울리는 채갈 것을 잃은 채 나만 바보 됐어 지금부터 fight for my life 나를 위해 fight for my life 무뎌짐이 익숙한 세상에서 이제 나는 나를 찾고 싶어 점점 난 지쳐가 혼자서 꾸는 꿈 이제 너무나 지겨워 그만두고 싶어 난 나에게 어제 나에게 부끄러운 일이 되고 싶지 않아 되도 않는 다짐을 해봐도
Hold up, that sign. Nothing will make you happy. Woo! We feel it.
바보 같은 내 모습이 웃어 울고 싶어 계속 세상이 맘이 모두 졌어 내가 작아지는 기분 말할 수 없는 비밀이 또다시 눈물이 되지 난 부끄러워서 누구에게도 말을 못했지
Jawline.
하루만 심장 바꿔줄 사람 어디도 없나
Verna would be running from the police.
이런 비를 먹을 세상 나만 혼자 바보 됐어 갈 길을 잃은 채갈 것을 잃은 채 나만 바보 됐어 지금부터 fight for my life 나를 위해 fight for my life
It's like them escaping this storm.
이제 나는 나를 찾고 싶어
Oh, this is a dense video.
무뎌짐이 익숙한 세상에서 이제 나는 나를 찾고 싶어
Oh, fight for my life. Okay. So that, yeah, there you could have a double meaning there. That might be what they're actually saying. They're probably saying that and not actually saying fuck my life. Okay, so yeah, this song I think can lend to a multitude of people and so many different walks of life and different ways in which you feel this kind of sentiment. You had different depictions of like a coming of age kind of sensibility of this. You had kind of almost like an imposter syndrome feeling in like the workplace. Let's roll this back and kind of look at that a little bit more, because the previous video is very much a performance video. It's just straight sick. This one is a bit more complex and way more dense, and I love how cinematic it is. You even start in a very cinematic way, obviously. It's hard keeping track of a couple of the different through lines through this, though. Like you have an aspect here of where things, like nothing is going right sometimes, or someone is trying to like escape something chasing them. And part of the coming of age thing here, where it's saying, you know, I'm the dumbest person alive, like it's basically only me kind of sensation, where you absolutely have that in your coming of age. You know, usually I'd say maybe when you get out of college, or say when you're of around college age, because college definitely isn't for everyone, and especially nowadays, I would not recommend it for everyone. But it is that feeling of when you're younger, and I've mentioned this many times, more so when I started this channel, of you are always going to think that you have this very set out pathway for your life, and I could almost guarantee you it will never turn out exactly like you expect. Like never. It just doesn't happen. And sometimes we can grapple with that really well, and we can roll with the punches, and sometimes it really sends us into a free fall when things don't turn out the way that we expected them to, or that they were supposed to, even when we really worked hard for it. And then you look at your peers, and that's the kind of sensibility I get here of like, I'm the only idiot, like I'm the dumbest in some of these lines here of like, why does everyone else seem to get on so well, and everyone else doesn't seem to struggle with this? They're just not. A lot of people don't voice that, you know? Everyone's dealing with their own shit. Everyone, especially these days with social media, really wants to appear on the face that everything is great, they have the best life, things are going so well, when the truth could not be further from that. And I think that is one of the dangers of social media, in that people compare themselves, they look at experiences of others, and you don't even really know what's going on there. You just think that, oh, I wish I had that, or I wish I was traveling or doing this or that. You don't know the truth of it all, and it brings you down. That's why social media, I think, is very much largely a net negative in the world. Really like a sense of like being lost in a crowd or suffocated. That part I don't get necessarily with like the rain avoiding him, where usually you get the kind of the comedic bit of where the rain is constantly following you no matter where you go, rather than starkly avoiding you. Or is it because he chose to get off that path here? By not staying on the bus? When I was young and watched cartoons, I wonder why I couldn't be the main character like I would see. That's a thing too. When you're younger, we are always told that you have great things headed for you and special this, special that, when really very few of us will ever see or get to be any form of main character, and you really need to accept that and learn that, and that we're all kind of on the same level. And I don't know if there's really that you're special in your own way, rather than you will be a special person above other people. That's not going to happen.
나만 혼자 바보 됐어 갈 길을 잃은 채갈 곳을 잃은 채 나만 바보 됐어 지금부터 fight for my life
Is that supposed to be him? It looks like he has school books, as if he's rushing to school or something.
나를 위해 fight for
Here, Seungkwang's kind of like in a job setting where I get a feeling of an imposter syndrome, which absolutely happens in a workplace thing, like you don't belong where you are kind of deal, like you don't feel capable. That almost feels symbolic of that feeling.
점점 난 지쳐가 혼자서 꾸는 꿈 이제 너무나 지겨워 그만두고 싶어
What is that bit that falls out here? Are there any references to older videos in here? There might be that I'm not picking up on.
그만두고 싶어
But what is that globe? That looks familiar.
부끄러운 일이 되고 싶지 않아 돼도 않는
And you can see in all these scenes, they're very much separated from each other.
바보 같은 내 모습이 웃어 울고 싶어 계속 세상이 맘이 모두 졌어 내가 작아지는 기분
Like here, I especially are there pieces of this that I'm not remembering from previous videos?
내가 작아지는 기분 말할 수 없는 비밀이 또다시 눈물이 되지 난 부끄러워서 누구에게도 말을
Cross.
못했지
나와 하루만 심장 바꿔줄 사람
Man, this is a great
어디도
shot.
없나.
Who did he run into there?
이런 비를 먹을 세상 나만 혼자 바보 됐어
Oh, he's even carrying.
갈 길을 잃은 채갈 곳을 잃은 채 나만 바보 됐어
Like the lifeline
Fight for my life 나를 위해 fight for
that you need the people in your life to really buoy you up from drowning.
익숙한 세상에서 이제 나는 나를 찾고 싶어
The drones. Really dystopian feel here.
익숙한 세상에서 이제 나는 나를 찾고 싶어
Oh. Yeah, I didn't even notice necessarily that little tagline at the end there, but it's very true in that I think that there are so many different like walks of life kind of realized in this video, or different struggles that everyone really goes through. Leave it to 17 to do shit like that, man. I love that they hit really both styles of what they're so great at, like that emotional impact, and then also just the straight like technique and quality and performance in the super performance. Man, they are top tier. Absolutely top tier. I'm really interested, especially in what you thought of this second video and maybe how you've related to it, little motifs or symbols that you've picked up on that I might have missed here. And this is densely layered, so I guarantee you that I've missed quite a bit. But I love that they've done something a bit more cinematic and maybe important in some ways with this second video. And then the first one is just sick. I really want to see an actual like live stage or performance of that, even if this was more like a performance video, because it is so impressive. And I wish I would just have the time for every group in K-pop, because there are so many amazing ones, and I hate that some have been put on the back burner at points, like a 17. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll subscribe for some more, and also maybe check out my Patreon for live stages. We've done some 17 stuff. I've done their like a whole Halloween series. We've done their Don't Lies. A lot of Going 17 is just so excellent that I'd really love to get back to even more of that. And also, like I mentioned, them on Game Caterers with the other Hybe artists was a ton of fun. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.